And hello, my beautiful people. We have returned. Back with some Doki Doki. Now we still gotta go Natsuki route. So, gotta go Key West. Kawaii. Oh, and make sure you tell me how your day was. I wanna see it in the comments. Let's see here. I still have a hard, sugar, right? Yes, okay. Still have a hard time, figuring out between Natsuki and Sayori. Sometimes I just don't think they give you a Natsuki word. Precious? God damn it! Say what I mean! Fuck off, Sayori, this isn't your turn! Alright, warm? Yeah, alright, you know what? Fine. Candy! Thank you! What's your comfort? God damn it. No one cares about Sayori right now. I mean, I do, but. Bubbles! Bubbles, puppy, cute, poof, lollipop, pure, anime. Suffering. Just fill the words with suffering. Special? God damn it! Sayori, leave me alone. Why? What are all these words? It's giving me literally hardly any Natsuki words. Oh, I almost want to redo it. Okay, that's fine. It gives you words that can't be Natsuki. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Yeah? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Ansuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. The whole day of school is going to get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have a fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on, are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name, Mon. Ika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Hehe, fine. Your reactions are as fun as Yuri's and Yuri's anyway. Excuse me, where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of her room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright, if you say so. Biggest lie ever. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation's already dispersed with everyone back to the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she knows anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Sarkopus, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little much, but it seems like a bit of a downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Succubus. You certainly know you certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really is like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. So I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? Seems like she wouldn't be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? Hey, what do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Succubus. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Succubus. Have you ever thought that maybe you always seen her as cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get those words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and having fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and stare at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to look over your head. I didn't mean to make you worried or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something is bothering you, just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Oh, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she'd go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, it's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought about that from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. There's no one to be worried about your friends, right? I mean, you're worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Her catchphrase of the day. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. As long as it's not what she was talking to her last time about, apparently. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seems like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I mean, it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Ha ha ha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people would think that way too. Right? Succubus? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them, just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but the reason I've never shared my poems before this, Natsuki, because no one ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people are just gonna laugh and say that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but no one understands that. I try really hard when I write. Style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I looked down, her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you rip your own poem. Gently grab the poem from my hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk to smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it up, Natsuki snatches the poem from her desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because we have to. Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, if it's true, the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. And I was wrong for Sayori to think your style was more amateur than hers. I was wrong, my bad. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it was for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poems a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult it was for her to be so cute. But finally, she forced herself to extend her arm and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings could never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what I do when it's all torn apart. Oh, but what do I do when it's all torn apart? My bad. My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dear because you think of me. Because you. It's a very sweet poem. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. I was just a little surprised to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. Sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy you showed this to me. I liked it. Oh, well, I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hand surprises me with her assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem as a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I chose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts at her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away for someone else sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. And see if Yori will talk to us. Yori doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. Apparently not. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come see me. But I should leave her be for now. What the fuck, you puss? Go talk to her. Hey, Monica. How you doing? Hi, Succubus. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform for the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Succubus. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like Monica that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If you don't indulge her, she'll just end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Succubus. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just don't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? That's... I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Oh, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, I will always do the right thing, Monica. I am full of the right things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, right? Alright. And we have the lady that knows everything. Also a relatively sad poem. I'll go ahead and read it since I read the last one. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady knows everything. A beautiful lady who was found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the winds. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, wait, I completely got turned around there when I scrolled down. When all others have turned away, this legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the what's that word? That's not Twilight. Or if that's Twilight, I have questions about that. And it's... Your handwriting is beautiful at the same time. I'm going to say in the Twilight Sky, because that would make sense to me. Until one day, the wind ceased to blow. I fall. And I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxal? No, that can't be docile. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's not docile though. I want to say doxical? Paradox? I don't know how to pronounce that word. That's why I'm in the literature club, baby! Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your poems because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, and sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you're going to work on. It's much more encouraging that way. And it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whom should I show my poem to next? Well, Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Oh, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe, that's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Oh, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Succubus. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hehehe. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. That's so bullshit. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing your poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. The stagnating air is common foreshadowing something terrible is about to happen, but it's not, so ha! In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori is always lighting the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's thrown off balance a little when she's not around. Where the hell did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously, of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that's a curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I really want to know what you said this time, if it was anything different. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Oh wait, my bad, that was wrong tone. I already know what I'm doing. Natsuki would be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Suri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, Yuri, you can... Um... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? No, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, I can't even tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Sayori, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere! That might not have been her reaction, but I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares into her desk focused and starts nodding to herself. Like a weirdo that we all are, collectively. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Succubus. Ah, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could even help me out as well. But I would really... I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Monika's suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. Oh, how on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Oh no, you've been avoiding me all the same time. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me much of a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Succubus may not like to be around if you're only making him being out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Succubus to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Succubus to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Succubus, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looked straight at me. Oh, because it's Natsuki time. I only have to think about that one. And I don't want to choose Yuri, and I don't think I can choose Monika. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And, well... You guys made it sound like a lot of work, even though I don't want to, so I could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course, I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So, that's everything, right? Anything else we want to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except for the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, Succubus? Me? I guess you can say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Nancy starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I don't think Yuri might just be feeling a little unappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean you... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and put her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and if you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That's what's really important for the way people to feel about during the for people to feel during the performance is like the performance of my voice. Oh, such a show amazing. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Madigan and I are also taken back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I began to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I am sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah, yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where do you think you're going? We still need to figure out our plans for the weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized you don't have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Not to use me your number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Oh, yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Why can't I have a guy over to my house? My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I need from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Whew. Poor Natsuki. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming over to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or it's too early for that? Only time will tell, because I can't overthink it. But until then, I won't be able to take it off my mind. I seriously can't wait for the cupcakes. I mean Natsuki. Or both, really. Cupcake Natsuki. Oh, okay, we're just doing it. Alright. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sang each other one after one, exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned out into a conversation. She almost has a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori's before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reached Sayori's house, I knocked on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it into a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're a family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori. Hi, Sarkopus. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I'd end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. She always stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something was wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... She always smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Sarkopus. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Sarkopus. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend time having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. No, I'm not really. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori's kept this from me the entire time and I've known her? Because you're a dense MC. Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you never told me about this? Almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. Would have tried a little bit harder to make every little day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Sarkopus. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I didn't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. As I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Hoping everyone would be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends to get closer with everyone in the club felt like a spirit going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Sarkopus, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could be done to help us is that everything could go and be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting that way, so I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept those punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sarkopus. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please tell me, But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sarkopus. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing against my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sarkopus, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. Don't understand any of my feelings, Succubus. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does. So I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice, and yeah, Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. All days has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help us out? It would be fun. To my surprise, she always shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about things when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. And that is where we're going to end for now. Why am I ending earlier? Well, because poems are not a thing after this point. So I'm going to be ending on a different note today. Now, obviously, for what we've seen, Sayori still has her depression. Nothing has changed in that. Every line seems to be the same regarding the original. But it won't. I am hoping that I make the right decisions here, because I'm gonna be really mad if I don't. But we will keep Sayori from doing the deed, and not the good deed that we always joke about whenever we're back in school. No, the bad deed. The Yandere Simulator bad deed. But I have a feeling things will start turning soon. I have hopes. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it can be a bit more consistent with days on the videos. A little bit sooner, hopefully. Depends on however my work schedule ends up going. But thank y'all guys for coming. I will make sure to keep them going. And thank you. I'm going to sleep. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I want to, but I probably can't. But goodbye. Make sure you eat. Have breakfast, or lunch, or dinner, or a midnight snack, but not right before you eat. It's bad for you. Unless you're like me and you have a metabolism of a wolf. You can eat 1,000 pounds of meat and lose 5 pounds. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye-bye.